wildest candy tier, top 10. Top 10. 10 banned candies that can kill. Oh, and there's a follow-up. Oh, no, this is the follow-up. With the same exact thumbnail from just a different person. What a copycat. Let's see what we got here.
Who doesn't like to have some candy once in a while? And there are plenty to choose from. No matter how old you get, your love for candy never dies. Candies have this mysterious power of lifting our bad mood always. Candies and
it's not mysterious at all.
As old as
I love Mexican candy. My favorite thing are those peanuts with the tamarind on them. It looks like a peanut. It's sour on the outside and it's very, very sweet on the inside.
We're gonna have a look at the candies which have been banned for bizarre reasons. Don't forget to hit the like button.
Okay, that's a different video. Wait. The title is 10 banned candies that can kill. And as he introduces it, he says it's just 10 candies that are weird.
You haven't yet. All right, let's dive in. On number 10, we have exploding gum. Candy companies are desperately trying to come up with something new every season, and with a new ray of hope for their sales to skyrocket. One such incident.
If this gum doesn't kill someone, then I have to turn off the video.
He liked to increase the sour taste of his favorite brand, so he would often dip it into citric acid before chewing. But
what? That's gotta be bad for your teeth, right?
Used the wrong powder and instead dipped it into explosives. All it took was one chew and his gum exploded in his mouth.
This is not true, right? I don't think it works that way. Also, man, I hate when I have my explosives right next to my citric acid.
Most of the lower part of his face was blown to pieces, and he died soon after.
I'm sorry, the chewing was enough to cause the explosion?
This insane recipe is off the hook and won't be reaching any of the candy shops anytime soon.
Oh, okay, well, it did kill the man, supposedly.
Number 9, Roadkill Gummy Candy. There are different kinds of gummy candy available in the stores. Each one of them was made in the shape of chickens, squirrels, and snakes with the marks of tire tracks on them.
Okay.
They ended production of the treats by the following year due to a series of campaigns by animal activists who claimed that they were promoting the idea of injuring animals. Kraft was forced to rethink and relent their strategy.
What? This candy didn't kill!
Number 8, candy cigarettes. As the name
we used to love candy cigarettes when I was a kid.
They first began to be sold in the late 1800s. Some of its varieties even included powdered sugar.
It is crazy how far tobacco companies would go to get people hooked on the nicotine. You know what I mean? It's like, hey kids, here's a candy cigarette. Be just like dad. You're gonna love them.
They began to be seen as a way to desensitize children to the idea of smoking.
Because that's what they are. That's what they do.
The medical organizations became more aware of the dangers of smoking. These collabs became less common.
It is crazy that there isn't nicotine in more things.
Every other country.
Are these companies not capitalists? Why aren't they putting nicotine in donuts, dude? You think I'm not going to Dunkin' every morning if I'm getting my fucking daily fix?
What seems like an innocent children's treat is probably responsible for the most deaths of any candy ever. And it's no surprise that scarce places now allow these to be sold.
Interesting.
Number 7, free candy. Who doesn't like things that are free of cost?
What is this video? What?
Free candy is one of those candies which are free, duh, but in Madrid, Spain, the tradition of...
Who wrote this?
Free candy is one of those candies which are free, duh.
When you need to hit a certain word count for your essay.
On the 5th of January every year, towns across the country hold a Christmas parade called Calidad de...
Yo! I found the sloth, finally! Look at him! He's here!
Hippy Sippy. The 60s were the most experimental times of all.
It's literally just a crack pipe.
Probably that's the only explanation for how a product like Hippy Sippy ever made it to the market eventually. The similarities to drug use weren't accidental, but were in fact the whole point of this candy. They were designed to replicate hippie drug culture with the needle and syringe being associated with heroin use, and colored balls representing uppers and downers. To make things even worse, they came up with slogans that say, "I'll try anything," and "We sell happiness."
I'll try anything once.
They were
potential.
Number 5, Kinder Eggs. Kinder Eggs and Wonder Balls are one of the candies that are the dearest to all children and some adults too, if we're being honest. The specialty of these candies was that they came
These
with
are
a
banned in the
plastic
U.S., chat. I tried to smuggle some over when I went to Amsterdam. Shoved them up my butt. Unfortunately, they melted.
toy to play with once all the sugary goodness is gone. It was due to a law passed in the 1930s
They're not
that
banned anymore?
strictly prohibits non-nutritive objects from being placed inside any type of food.
I thought they had to have candy
The
in
major
them now
concern was
instead
that
of toys.
some people wouldn't be aware that there was something in the treat that can't be eaten. In the year 2016, a 3-year-old girl in France died after choking on a toy in a Kinder Egg. And there have been several instances
That is very sad.
where injuries have happened because of swallowing the plastic figurines. Despite several desperate attempts to bring the candies back to the US,
Selling them with the toy on
it
the
looks like
outside
the
is
ban
funny
here.
because people will still buy them and there is nostalgia for like Kinder eggs, but the whole point is the toy being in the egg. You could just buy a Snickers bar and a small toy at that point.
This day. Number 4, Haribo sugar-free gummy bears.
Is this the guy that shit himself to death? Is this an urban legend? I feel like I always heard that if you ate too many sugar-free gummy bears, they worked like a laxative and you would just absolutely shit everywhere.
Their sugar-free gummy bears gained major attention, mainly because of the side effects experienced by the people
May
who
cause
ate them
stomach
in large
discomfort
quantities.
and
This was
laxative
because
effect.
of the replacement of sugar, like glycosine, a substance that's almost as sweet as sugar but contains half the calories. If it's present in high quantities, it can start to ferment in our stomach.
Ooh.
Because of this, Amazon reviews were rather detailed, with some calling it napalm and
When I got these, I couldn't contain my excitement, and I ate about a quarter of a bag. Scenes from the movie 2012 could have been filmed inside my gut. There would have been less pressure to make 2 winning free throws in the NBA Finals than for gas to escape my bowels. After a few hours, I had an extreme buildup of gas with no relief. All I could do was lie on my bed and pray for a fart. That might sound funny, but when you've eaten something that has basically turned you into the blueberry girl from Willy Wonka, you're pleading for relief. Well, the farts came and I lived through it. But I not only had a visit from the fart fairy, but the sales rep from Montezuma's Revenge stopped by and gave me a full demo of their services as well. In retrospect, eating over a pound all at once wasn't the brightest thing I've done, but it also wasn't the dimmest.
saying that it caused intestinal distress.
It was a dare. What do you mean, why would he do it? He said it was for a dare.
Toxic Waste Chew Bar. The specialty of the Toxic Waste Chew Bar was in its extreme sourness. There was serious concern about the ingredients used to make the candy. The company's factory in Pakistan and the following test, the FDA revealed that they had detected significant levels of lead within the chew bars. to a
Oh
level that
no.
could be
They got G-fueled.
The regulation requires lead levels to be below 0.1 parts per million, but the bars were found to have at least 3 times the required lead levels. Hence, they were number 2, Lucas Mexican Candy.
Yo, shout out to Yuma, Arizona. We loved Lucas. Lucas wasn't deadly.
It was one of the most
We ate Lucas every day.
Lucas Mexican Candy was controversial from the very beginning. The candy was sold
What we
in
really
shaker-
liked, I don't know if it was actually called Baby Lucas, but it was the slightly less sour version. Damn, Baby Lucas was so good.
Some were seen shaking the powder onto the table, arranging it into a line, and then sniffing it, which immediately worried people about the similar.
We definitely snorted some Lucas.
Lucas claimed that this resulted from using the product wrong, and then it was designed to be
I'm sorry, the candy company who makes candy what you eat, was telling kids that they shouldn't snort it up their nose?
They found that they had twice the amount of lead that is to be allowed. Hence, they were immediately banned by the regulators. Finally,
It wasn't
on number
liquid,
one,
it was just
we
powder. It was like a pixie stick, but sour.
have Lolly's Pipe.
Yo? What?
Lolly's Pipe was available in a wide range of flavors. And it was inevitable that kids would get their hands on them, as they were never intended to be sold to children.
Oh, this is for
Made from
adults.
candy, these were designed
So
for
you
smoking
smoke out of the pipe and then you eat the pipe.
And one of their marketing claims that they were flame-proof, so they could be used time and time again. They became really popular with smokers, but they were believed to encourage children to try out what they were designed for. The pipe was banned thereby in every 7-Eleven store in Indiana, following complaints by parent groups. Which candy do you miss the most?
Just wait, did this guy bury the lead? That's the most insane part of the video. Only Indiana?
The pipe was banned thereby in every 7-Eleven store in Indiana.
Get these things out of here. What is happening in the other 49? Is Indiana a paragon of righteousness in the U.S.? And yeah, and only 7-Eleven. Circle K still selling those. You can go to a Quick Trip and get one.
Which
What
candy
the hell?
do you miss the most? Do let us know in the comment section.
Man, that
10
was not
banned
a great
candies
video. And as we saw, I think it was just a clone of another video because they used the same exact candy and the same exact thumbnail. I wish we hadn't have watched it. How about that? That's how I'll end that one. Shout out to Candy.